Testing the mic. Testing the mic. Oh, that was serious. Mhm. No, I got the same background. Fuck, I did it again. Mm, I turned that one on. One of these days, I'm gonna have to not use something. It still got that echo. Back out, Karen. I don't know if you know from the other day, but in the playback, I didn't have the echo. Checking for the echo one more time. Um, All right, so thanks for your feedback. Now I still have boom. All right. First of all, I'm going to bed. So I will not be here very long. But I wanted to make sure that I came out here and just put some um some food for thought on a few things, right? Hey Karen, I just realized you're in the chat. And I was going to speak a little something about you or on you. I don't know. Let me see. This is going to be how many years I've been here. I don't know if I should start with how many years I've been on this green earth or how many years. It doesn't matter. Whenever you help somebody, you can become, whenever you help somebody, it can become a liability to you, to your reputation, to who you are. Oh, that's just the way things are. It's part. Okay. I just be having to clear out my spirit. But whenever you help someone, you can expect there to be down moments with it. But as long as you endeavored to do something from a righteous place, it ain't nothing that you have to be worried or concerned about. So that's what I'm gonna say. If people around here want to use other people, I can't stop them from using other people. It's an unfortunate thing, but it is par for the course. When you're dealing in these silos, in these communities with people are who engage in predatory behavior, they will always seek out people that they can use for their benefit. Some people need attention and they thrive on any attention they can get from anyone. So if somebody just out of the blue decides to call you onto their panel so you can be the guest speaker to speak against Monica Mo Justice and you decide to take up that invitation, that's on you. So yeah, I wrote you and I said, what would Jesus do? These people come out here and tell you about their Christian ethics. Oh, I'm Christian like. And then they show you who they are, who they truly are. Never changes, never fails, never fails. Hang on a minute. I'm about to get I have a post-it that I'm always looking for. Oh no, I don't need it. They want to be we're in a community of people, right? In the community at large, they want to be crime stoppers, but they can't because they are the crime makers. Not that one. I'm still checking sound. All right. They definitely want to be the crime makers. All right. I don't know what to tell. I don't really know what to tell folks these days. But I got you. If we want to go through archives of videos, I got many. I've got many of them. Anybody want to start with me? I can go through my archives of videos. I'm gonna have videos just to give you an idea of what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have videos of people apologizing to me for no reason. I'm gonna have videos of folks loving on me for no reason. And then I'm gonna have videos of them same people being mad. So if you want me to go through my archives and start pulling out videos about you from my platform where you came up here and had your little googly conversations with me, play with me if you want to. I got time to sit here and edit out and really make it look cohesive. Not adding stuff, but really making you see who you are. If you want me to expose that about any one of you, keep coming for me and see what you get. Um, I don't know why anybody went to go get that woman. I don't know why that woman allowed herself to be used like that. But if you said in your own video that you are in a better place, don't let these people take you out of that better place. They're only doing it for their own self serving purposes. To be honest, the 10K lady, they went to get you because Karen said she wasn't going to opine on that lady anymore. So, in order to deal with the fact that Karen is paying her no attention, she went and got you so that you can come for me. She can weaponize you against me so Karen could come outside. We understand that. We see, I said, I see the plan. Secondly, you want to make a big deal about the thumbnail. Yes, Karen is extremely disappointed in what that thumbnail represented. I don't represent the voice of Karen. So when I went on that platform to speak to John Frank, I was not taking on Karen's concerns. I was taking on Mo's concerns about what was said on my panel and if it was any way misconstrued that what was said on the panel translated to Karen. So it turns out that wasn't even the issue. Every adult has to be held accountable for what they do on this green earth. I can't be responsible for another person, and none of you should be responsible for other people as well. So the situation, so that's crazy, and I'm watching it unfold, and I don't got no love lost there whatsoever. I don't. It's so I'm so far removed, and I became far removed from that relationship because at the end of the day, I realized that the person in question felt that their existence was more dominant than my existence or that of my family. They felt that they were more important than me and my family. So when you see people around you and that's their thought process, you have to just break your ties. I've never had to ask anybody to eat. So even though people might have been sitting at, what was the name of that restaurant? Bahama Breeze. Sitting up there spending the rest of the $1 million that one had that they gave to the Nigerians papa and brother who came by and all the different storylines that went along with it. Did you put up any videos of when you needed to eat and you was just like, "Hey, can I have some money so I could go to McDonald's? Can you stop at McDonald's when you come by here so I could eat something? I don't have nothing to eat." I bought people iPhones, etc., and they don't even want to pay their iPhone bills. I call cops on my friends and file police reports against my friends. When people show you who they are the first time, believe them. I've been here and I've listened to stories of people um, say that they loaned people money, but gave it to them because they was ballers and then tried to extort them and be like, hey, pay me back. Come out here and cry up on the internet to people. Oh, so and so took my money and didn't give me back my money, was supposed to pay me back when they told the person you could have the money. Yo, it is crazy out here. The stories that people and the things that people do on the social media. If you were paying any attention to my community wall last night, I was taken back when a man on the internet took out another content creator over fake copyright strikes. That left me speechless and in shock because I know I sit and have watched and experienced others who have been in those kind of wars on this free app. I know that I have heard people tell tales about pull ups that never resulted in anything because either one party or the other was not in the designated place at the designated time. But look what happened to that man and that other man last night. It's from the type of behaviors that we watch explode on this internet. So today, you watched a woman Go get another woman so that she can make content to try to draw out another woman. Sick. It's sick how people manipulate folks on here. You got folks tagging you like crazy that you just have to be like, let me let me block them. And you know it's an extreme thing for me to block somebody. So I had to block some people around here because they won't stop. They just won't stop. I ain't got no time for you. I don't got no time for you. You're doing great. Go live your life. I'm good. I'm great. You're doing better than me. I will be out here with my part 2 to Sunday's video. But I'll have to do it on the weekend because I gotta do my 25 hours of work for this week and I don't got time. So I have to leave my hobbies for hobby time, and that'll be on the weekend. But I will tell you that, let me just speak to you about my creator and how spirit works for me. On Sunday, I think that's when I went live, the Wi-Fi went out on the whole block. The Wi-Fi was out. There was some kind of outage. They was fixing it all day yesterday in the rain. So it prevented me from sitting here and putting out that portion of the video and running it for about 3 hours. That clip is about 3 hours long, right? Because I'm going to give y'all a spoiler alert. The woman claimed that the only reason why she was on my platform ever was so that she can meet a person, a particular person. But the video shows something totally different. The conversations are so, hey, Miss Indy, the conversations are so, they're a lot. I'm going to have to sound like that person, but like, it's a lot. The conversation is, it's a lot. And I want to be able on a weekend to break that down because it's a lot. Actually, I don't really have to break it down. I am going to let those segments play because there are so many things that I think this is about 3 years removed now, that when you listen to it and you know what you know today, those conversations become critical. So I'm going to let those conversations play itself out. I will more than likely put in some cue cards, some context cards, because I want to be able to show you the manipulation. Because I think people don't realize that they're being manipulated, or they don't distinguish between it. I got time for that, and I really want to show you that. Because see, we're dealing with, and this is how law enforcement looks at channel holders, content creators without a face. See, all of those people that was involved in that incident yesterday that resulted in 2 YouTubers losing their life, they all had a face. You understand? The guy was able to find the guy in the street because he had a face. And the other guy, they were able to engage because they're faces, right? I got people speaking on me and they ain't got no face. They are avatar. Again, they're crime stoppers, but they're actually the crime makers on here. So I'm not afraid of anything. When you hear people say, what does law enforcement look for when they are trying to help a victim get justice? They look for a face. You understand? You can't mysteriously just speak to some men on the internet, give them $5,000 of your money, and expect the police to track down a faceless person. You can't just identify body parts and say, hey, that's mine, right? This is something that belongs to me when you're missing identifiable indicators. But nevertheless, this is what happens in this space. People believe because they've been violated that the processes in place will help them find justice. You've got to be more cautious how you walk, how you step around here, right? You've got to be your own protector at some point. So you have to say to yourself, self, Mo, 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 you're a face. Everybody can see you. Karen is always pointing that out. And you have a dispute with a faceless person and they got this much to say about you. They're screaming from the rooftop. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Did you see what she did to me? I wonder if she has any assets so I can sue her. Are you kidding me? It's at that moment that you have to say, pause. What am I doing here? You got people without careers in their 40s running around here talking about a job. I got a job. Okay, great for you. I'm happy that you are gainfully employed, but you want to take down people who have careers. You want to point out things about people when your life is not any better. Actually, most of the people, their lives are worse. You want to come out here and put up videos and say, please stop bothering me in the name of Jesus Christ. But then you want to come out here and bear false witness against your neighbor. I don't get it and I don't understand it. I tell some people to stay away from me for their own benefit. Feeling like, wait a minute, the pressure is too hot right now. I'm going to need you to get out of the kitchen. They don't understand it. They be like, "Oh, you're disowning me." No, I'm building space between you and I so you can pursue what you need to pursue without me. Period. I've never been anybody's sacrificial lamb, and I'm not about to be one now in 2025. Period. I can't do anything else other than what I've been doing. If a person, these people are really, really sick. And what you can see from that thing that exploded in front of the Bellagio is just a sign of how sick someone else can make you. That you just get to a breaking point. I saw he didn't have an arraignment, but he had a hearing today, the other YouTuber. And well, good evening, lady. I stopped by your room the other day and listened to some of y'all commentary over there. So I appreciate you stopping by. That reminds me, is there anybody else hanging out in the back there? You know, like Miss Tawana or something, because Gears was up in here the other day talking to partner. He's like, hey partner. Um, Listen, you need to unblock me so I can see you. How dare you hang out in my backyard and I don't get to see you? Y'all need to cut that out. But moving on. um or moving forward, don't let people use you for their content. Don't let people do that. When I listen to the video, and it's so crazy because it's not my video, it's Karen's video. Karen reposted, and that's another reason why I came out here, because I didn't want to re-trigger. I didn't want to re-trigger John Frank on the issues surrounding Karen's Kelly video. But let's be fair. You still got the thumbnail out here. I participated in the poll. Hey, I participated in the poll. I know I can't see Miss Tawana. She needs to undo herself. She's got something blocked somewhere. Um, because I know she was talking to Gears in the other chat, because he said, hey, to partner. So, and I couldn't see partner. Um, Back to the video. Karen put on her community wall, which made me now come and take a dive over here to hit my live stream. She reposted it. I listened to what Karen said. One, dear Miss Alethea, Karen's video, maybe it's on the Google side. Okay, because I can't see her, but y'all talking to her. We'll sort it out. Miss Alethea, Karen clearly was one playing a video from several years back. Karen's Alethea. Okay, I hear y'all. Karen was playing a video from 3 or 4 years ago. She don't know your story. She don't know what's going on with you. She wasn't around here in that chapter of our experience. So she's telling her, she is seeing you like she sees everybody else on this internet. And the way she sees all these people is scammers. So she basically said, hey, if this woman, I'm paraphrasing, but you can go back and listen with your real ears, not with Louisiana Purchase in your head. She basically said that if you gave somebody $10,000, you was running a scam on the community, because you probably was trying to bank some money for yourself. That's what Karen said in that video. She didn't say that you didn't exist or whatever the hell it is you said that she said. That's not what she said. So the video is back out there. So when somebody came and got you and asked you to come on their live stream to have a conversation about me, my only question to you is why? You went up there because it's self-serving. You want the attention. You would have kept your camera on if you could have gotten that. I've been down that road with you before. All right. I've definitely been down this road with you before. That was unnecessary and unwarranted. The only comments I've made about you in this open environment is that I've been down this road before. I know what it feels like when people want to have other people fighting for them because I don't fight hard enough. I can't fight for you. I can't fight for you. I can fight for me. I can't fight for you. These troll accounts are crazy. It's being revisited because Psycho needs attention and she can't get attention from Karen right now. So she's looking for anybody and everybody else that she could get attention from. I'm reading while I'm talking. So she's trying very hard to get attention. So she went and used Alethea. And Alethea jumped at the mission. I don't see Miss Tawana in here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't even see him. I see that Nicole's perspective. But it's crazy because there's so many accounts in here with people's names up in there. Michi, you wrote me on the wall. You're asking me what does a junkie sound like? We all know what junkies sound like. It's a drug addict. Well, god damn, how many people was up in here? Yeah, I don't see John in here. And I don't see Miss Tawana in here either. I'll look again tonight and I'll go through it slowly. Oh, now I'm skimming because I just want to go back. I don't even see the avatar. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if I got somebody blocked on Google, that's going to take forever for me to figure that out. That's- that is going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. But yeah, I mean, that's the situation. I think something else I didn't look at. Hold on, something else I didn't look at. All right, so I had that's different. Well, if it's blocked on Google, I'm gonna have to find the Google thing. That sounds like that's a whole project. I'm just saying that sounds like a whole project. Um, I mean, did you guys see all of the stuff about the persons who the YouTube beef that resulted in people losing their life over fake copyright strikes? That was a real pull up. And I bet you that guy, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that guy probably filed some police reports. John Frey asked us to tell you that he's over the KK stuff. Okay, not for me. John Frank and Karen have to have an understanding on that. Let me tell y'all what all of y'all doing. All right, cut. Permission to speak honestly to everybody. People are watching everything that's going on right now, and they looking at things and they opining. No, that was a real pull up, but I'm dealing with two things. I'm dealing with actually three things at one time. Do you think she will be willing to speak? No, no. Uh, So it's not. Let me just say this. I don't think Karen is going to be willing to speak right now because the thumbnail was that emotional. Okay. So I don't think it's a I don't think. And for Psycho to try to highlight it over there is even more absurd because at the end of the day, I think this stuff could have sorted itself out without the extra instigators in it. So, I, I from my perspective, I saw John Frank in John Frank mode from like 2020 on that day. And I was surprised because when I was on the panel with him over here, I had saw a more mature John. And I would hate to have see a setback. So I just don't think I'm not gonna say it'd be a never conversation, but I know it's not gonna be a now conversation. So I understand him. But yeah, that was yeah. I mean, if I would have thought that night that I personally wanted to make sure that there wasn't a prohibition on saying somebody. Just everybody just be everybody. I don't know what to say anymore. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I can't even see all these security measures. I don't see nothing with nobody there. He can hear you. Let it happen organically. I think yeah. But like I said, you got a lot of professional instigators around here, and they like to see people, they like to stir the pot when things are up there. They like to stir the pot that all of y'all is in here too. Because in her narrative, right, psychotic's narrative, she's like, oh, they had a this, they had a that. I think for me, I'm just so over this stuff. I just think I'm over it. Yeah, I don't even see where they hide names at on this other thing because I went to the Google thing and I'm all in the security thing. But you know what I should have done? I should have went over here to the little question mark. Hmm. Ooh, you can just block things. Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to maybe try going to their channel. That's what that's what it sounds like it's saying. It's like you got to go to their channel, click people and sharing. I've never been over there. I've never blocked anybody from their picture. Let me get out of here. But anyway, that situation was serious. And I got a feeling some things are gonna change on some things are gonna change on YouTube. A lot of things are gonna change. Let me just start with one important, the location of that execution was in Nevada. That might ring bells to anybody who's talking about cyber. I'm not going to call it cyber crimes anymore, right? Because in the real world, in real life, IRL, they're calling these kind of crimes now digital crimes. So digital crimes, and they're making units for it, digital crime units. Like everything is now digital. So in the digital space, they're looking at this stuff and they probably revisited a lot of these harassment and stalking cases because I'm sure homie probably got himself some kind of paperwork. Because not only was his channel, did he have a strike, he had two strikes and he was demonetized. Do you know what a snap that must have been for somebody who was just sitting at home, accustomed to making whatever that real YouTube money was? Right? And he wasn't even sitting at home. He was out there on the strip, walking the strips and talking to people and, talking about the Vegas thing. Like really hustling. Only to have somebody hit you with a copyright and take your stuff away from you like that? Crazy. That is crazy. And because of it, this is what we're dealing with. This is exactly what we're dealing with. And in this day and age, this is exactly what we're dealing with. There's no such thing as clicking on somebody's image. Mm, y'all so wrong. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. That's probably something that's done from the phone. I'll work on it. You have to go to the actual. I am in the channel. You did a Vonnie with a V. You wanted to drop down and speak to make the rest of the world mad. So on a computer, it don't have three dots. I don't like when things confuse me. Hey Alethea, I looked through my block people. You wasn't on there. I know I'm just so tired of this place. Yeah, when you let me see. So let me ask you a question. Should it say hide user from your channel? So it says like hide user from my channel. Would it now shouldn't it say unhide user from the channel? Because if I hit that one, it's not saying unhide the person. Oh, but you know what? Let me look at something from my face. Okay. I think that's settled. Now don't come in here acting amok. And I expect to see people on a frequent basis. Since y'all want to be in here cutting up for the other peoples. We know. I see you. I know who you is. Okay. Um, why somebody text me? All right, they said they're gonna charge him with murder, but what I was saying is it wasn't an arraignment, but he was before a judge today, and he didn't even seem upset. It's done. We see you. You see your face on the screen. We see you. And that's that. Oh, I wasn't gonna be here long anyway. I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say, like, I don't understand how people can see the real world events and still come out here and act a certain kind of way. I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. No, but that little list right there on the block phone is staying like that. Like I looked at those names very carefully. Psycho, all your channels are there, so you won't be talking to me no more. And that other critter over there that's having himself a whole fit, his behind is in there because I just don't want to. I don't want to be tagged no more or nothing else. I don't want to hear anything else from them. I'm like so over it. You know what's so embarrassing about this whole thing? Real talk, right? What's so embarrassing about this whole thing is that because I've been around some folks for 8 years, I would have accepted him being, I'm talking about Hyde right now. I would have accepted JJ being upset like he was because he didn't see the panel discussion unfold, right? But to come out here and make this one statement. So, sir, let me just make sure I remind you what you said. That is never going to have me ever, ever, ever speak to you again. Is I the police shot your son and they should have shot him in the head. And I said that before. See, I heard you now say that in 2025. I've never heard you say that before. No one black of color, male, should ever wish upon another black male, especially a young man you don't know, that police shoot them in the head when we are living in this day and age in this society. Are you crazy? So, with that being said, it's nothing else to say to me. Like, I don't care. You can cuss at the top of your lungs on anybody's panel and say whatever it is you want to say. I heard you say that, and there's no coming back from that. Period. Like there's no coming back from that. It's nothing that was said on that panel that evening that warranted you to get that upset. And if you really had that type of venom in your heart, right? That speaks on your heart. That's how you feel from your heart, right? You should have never engaged me. Period. Because that's something you could have easily have been like, yeah, you know what? I ain't got nothing else to say to you. I ain't effing with you, but I know I wish death upon your seed. Like that's just crazy to me. So there's no redemption from that or whatever it is. There's none of that. All of this, that's a ridiculous violation. Like it just don't even make any kind of sense. It don't make no kind of sense whatsoever for him to do that. It just does. It just it's not what a reasonable person would do. And I know that he was not reasonable in that moment. So that's just dead to me. So all this other stuff, you want to go back to calling me silly and all this other stuff, that's on you. And if you think that somebody's gonna whoosh in from another community, right, and make it mm, a straight drop account without a that was missing like an M or something. I don't know, cause like here's the thing. Yeah, but if you tag me in that account, I've already your tags weren't getting through, lady. You was big blocked from what we saw. Um, I'm just gonna say this. That's his bad. And at the end of the day, I tried to treat him as I would have wanted to be treated. Period. And so that's why he is yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. But you know what you do in the dark will come to light, right? When people are screaming that everybody else around them is demonic, it's him. You know it's you. And that's it. It's not even being it's not even being stuck in 2018 because not there was not anything big going on in 2018. In 2018, that little beef was not it was not that serious. And the women that were around Faith at the time, right? That's the Monique Collins and the Wonderful Excellence. They were hurt for their own reasons. Hey, Amber. They were hurt for their own reasons. So he didn't even have anything to do with this. And that was that. All right, I'm gonna skedaddle though. Um, but I'm gonna say to everybody again, watch how you move around in these YouTube streets because at the end of the day, shit is getting serious and people are taking this shit serious. They is not playing anymore out here. Oh, thank you for coming through here, Nunya. Myron! I just wanted to yell because I know he's probably somewhere drunk. Yo, what's goody? What is your problem with me, Myron? Cause I will stop by. I'll stop by. I'll do it on a night when you only got three people in there and you're trying to tell the whole world how it's flat, round, or indifferent. I just want to understand that. I want to ask Myron, what is his problem? What is his issue? Myron, you're one of those people that I have a video on that I mentioned earlier. I do re-releases around here because I think you have forgotten some stuff. I Me too, me too. I like seeing my smiling faces go all over there. This is my favorite one. I think I'm the only one got this kind of chat. And no, I'm not telling nobody my secrets. I'm not telling nobody my secret. But this is my favorite one. I like to do this at the end of the video. I know we retarded around here, but I just like doing that one. I'll be like, I like to do that in there. I'm leaving now, Miss. I'm leaving out Miss Indy, but that's about that's where I'm at with the stuff. That's just where I'm at with the stuff. I just don't understand. I don't know why Myron would even be like, I don't even know. I was like, I was like dumbfounded with that one. But I'll have to do a drop in and see what that's about. Oh no, 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 no. Limited edition. Did y'all see her community wall? I can't. That's why they call limited edition. They need spelling edition, subtraction edition. Me need to learn how to spell. I ain't even got time to make fun of her because I don't even I actually feel sorry for those people. I'm not even gonna hold you. I feel sorry for anybody that is allowing these people to use them right now. I really feel sorry for them because at the end of the day, I feel sorry for a lot of things, to be honest, but I really feel sorry for them. I didn't even understand it. I didn't even understand it. I'm gonna say this man, it's like that movie, The Christmas Story, and he's sitting there and you gotta take your Ovaltine. It's like sitting there, it's like, what did she say? Is she serious right now? It's like a Scrabble board. But I just feel like the people that need more um help were put on blast today. And that you remember like it's like the Ovaltine Dakota is like, let me look at it. That's what I was thinking about when I saw that situation. Um I didn't even I didn't even waste my time trying to go further with it. No, I think yes. Certainly did go from no emojis to spamming emojis. We certainly did. We had the emoji. Everybody had to write in their emoji. When I look at those videos, cause that UP clip video, it's like 3 hours long, and people had their emojis, and you got to read through it to read what they wrote. It's crazy. No, it's crazy. Yeah, that's it. I'm getting out of here. Um, I know people got the $100 question. No, I did not listen to part two of that woman. I could barely get through part one of the video. I still got about 30 minutes left of part one to finish. And I don't know, I just got so annoyed by it that I was just like, I can't. I can't. I can't. It just gets to a point where you just be like, I can't. If she feels like, and I got the feeling that this is what she feels, if she feels like I'm jealous of her intervention, no, I'm not. I'm actually not. Have at it. But I think when I come out with that video and you hear the exchange between UP, Joy, and you hear the things that UP said to Joy, at that point, you would have to say, are you feeling this way now? Are you feeling this way? Or did you feel that way before? Well, I think she's upset because I told her that she's a cult leader. Um, but again, people have deep followers. I don't have deep followers. But people have deep followers and they say what they say what it is. They follow the person. So that's just about it. People believe she's the voice of they believe in that voice. They believe that she's the person. Um Everyone can sell somebody false hope, and that's it. But I just think I think it has an expiration date. But gears, when I listen back to that video, she accuses you of being the person that prophesized all of this stuff. He prophesized this. This is what's going to happen. And I was like, he came on my panel and he prophesized it. What's interesting, and I'm going to say it again, when you're sitting on your panel and you tell the people, I wonder if Monica has any assets. That's the moment you ask your people to dox me. Period. So it's no more talking. It's nothing else. It's nothing else to discuss. And if Joy was over there at that moment, that's when she should have spoken out. But it is what it is. It just is what it is. And I can't change the way things happen. And I will say this as my closing moment. People are afraid of people on here. And the best way to deal with some of the people on here is to join up or make alliances with them. I, Monica Mo Justice, have no new friends. I don't want to talk to nobody. I was already not talking to people on the phone. I don't want to talk to nobody. I want to see everybody and pass everybody on the YouTube streets. That's enough for me. I don't want people texting me. I told people that this morning when I had to hear some stuff. I'm just like, I'm so over it. And the only thing that I don't have to compromise is I can't even say it's my name anymore, but it's my ethics. And they're not going to change. I'm not blocking people on my phone because one of your loved ones might want to call me and tell me something. But yeah, it's just I don't want to have like Karen's my bestie. That's not gonna go nowhere, and that's about it. I don't speak to anybody else. These people can't really be saying like I spoke to Monica. I spoke to Monica. I said that the other day. I said I have my personal peace. And that's it. I don't want to know nothing else. I've been trying not to know this stuff around here. And that guy getting executed yesterday was the straw on a camel's back for me. And I'm sure everyone's making videos about it. They didn't even like I was listening to videos this morning, they didn't even understand which one filed who filed what because they both had copyright strikes on each other. But the sentiment is that shooter was the big YouTuber, and the other guy came along, him and his wife, and they were. I'm gonna use y'all word because this is what I think it was. They were trolling them, and they had a better personality, so they were slowly growing. But I listened to other because I went to Vegas, right? Did I tell you I went to Vegas? So, in preparation for my first Vegas trip, I started watching YouTube channels, right? To figure out which hotels to stay in, not the strats, um, uh, or whatever was suggested to me, like go to Groupon and get a hotel. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. So I had to do some research. So I went and I found YouTube channels that put out content about the hotels, the what restaurants to go to, whatever. And I have a whole playlist of them or a whole group of them that I look at um that I like. With that being said, um I went to those channels that I like. First of all, I thought it was a couple that I always watch that's always on the strip recording. And then it wasn't them, so thankfully. Um, and so then I was listening to the people's commentary, and then it was just like Groupons. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I think if I would have took one of those suggestions, I probably would there probably would have been a video about like, oh yeah, she used the Groupon to go to Vegas when I'm still sitting here in my television. or sitting there with my telephone in my hand and they ain't never been nowhere in 8 years back to the corner store and back. Um, yeah, so I went to some of those content creators and I listened to them and they said few things they said. They don't collaborate. They don't collaborate with other channels because it's too competitive. So they said they don't collaborate and they don't even engage in a back and forth. They remove trolls. They look through their stuff and they remove people. Like I listen to content creators today tell you how they preserve their peace. So channels like um Unspokens, I'm gonna say your name. Channel like hers and stuff, those bully pulpits, they don't um they don't participate. They don't even engage them because they said it's a never ending saga, period. And they said when channels do reviews on them, if they listen to them, it's a win for that channel. But if they listen to them and they find it to be negative, they definitely don't reply and they definitely don't look no more. They erased that person. And the guy said if he would have went to that channel thinking it was like a Vegas review channel and he would have saw all those videos that were directed at the person, he would have never watched it. And it made me then look down my wall and look at a couple more walls over here. And I was just like, yeah, the time has come. Well, they're all in Vegas. So, and it's very competitive. Like that little spot. I don't know if you've been to Vegas, right? But that, Bellagio, whatever that thing, that's a nice spot, and that's a nice chunk of the walkway that is open on both ends because the stupid water fountain is going off and going off and going off. I've never been out on that end in the nighttime. If you notice, bigger YouTube channels don't even heart or really respond to their comments on their channels, so I can understand that. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was listening to I was I then went to listen to my YSL channels because there was a whole bunch of channels covering YSL during the time. And a lot of them they were blown up when it was YSL time, right? It reminds me of the Kanika community um back in 2018 or 2017 when the YSL case was going down, right? But today, if you go back to their rooms, they just have 18 people in the chat, maybe 20 people. Today, because of this topic, they had a lot of people inside of the room. Um, it was the audience wasn't sustainable. And that's it. That's what I be telling some people about some communities over here, right? It still exists. And that's it. All right, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. You guys have a good night. I'll be back on Thursday for my trial tea. And yes, it's gonna be all Diddy all the time. I got so much stuff on Diddy. It's crazy. Anyway, have a good night. Which one I'm gonna end?